How's it going, team? Update. We managed to keep Nikolai Muller so far over the close season, which is a pog. We signed a whole bunch of players from Premier League clubs who let them go. This lad was at Barnsley. They let him go. Or he ran out of contract and they couldn't re-sign him. He looks decent. We got this lad, Michael Obafemi. We have barely put a penny into anybody else's hand. We've been very tight because finances are, because we sold a couple of players now, pretty good. Yeah, the Westerns will fuck you up, Dan. I should have mentioned that. We've still got Liam Cullen, who I think did well for us last season. He was a decent, dependable player. We've got this lad, Madinga, on loan. As a sort of backup midfielder, attacking player. Great technique, great passing, great fitness, determination, flair, teamwork, work rate. I think he's going to be good. Cole Chandler, got him on loan as a winger. Quick, decent cross, decent dribbling, good first touch, good determination, technique and passing. He's looking good for the future, but he's just on loan. We've loaned this lad out. And then let's talk about our marquee signing, Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez on a free transfer. Oh, it's incredible. We got Riyad Mahrez on a free transfer. Insane. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he does in the middle of the park. I'm going to be playing him right here. Amazing. Still got George Moncur at the club, although he's 31 now. Jeremiah Priest is still at the club. Hopefully he'll continue to improve. Toko Misimuko is still at the club. Still young, still improving. I think he's going to be good this season. His stats are starting to come up nicely. Lacking in technical ability, but he makes up for it mentally and physically. He is young. We got Miguel Aziz. I needed a decent midfielder just to sit there, and he can do that. Ben Carroll, left back, because Ogie left. Wouldn't sign a contract. We lost Ogie, one of my favourites, one of the fans' favourites. Decent young left back, Sam Curtis. Decent young right back. Great stamina. He'll bomb up and down all day. Good determination as well. Thomas Sang, who can play at right back, but is mainly a wing back. This lad's, I think, quite good. Can also play in the middle in a holding position if we need him. Decent all-round player, because Jordan Spence retired. We got Kian Best is still at the club, backup left back, quick-ish, decent stamina-ish. He's not going to make it, but he'll fill in. Kwanzaa we kept, young, could come good. Paul Apia we kept at the club, decent. He made some boo-boos, but he's young, he'll get there. George Johnston. Did I actually spend money on George? I did. I spent 150k on this lad. I think so. He was at Bolton in the Championship and got a 7. So I'm thinking this lad is probably going to be our key centre back. A big Scottish lad in the middle. Pog. We also signed our keeper, our Chilean keeper, left. We signed 2, not 1 but 2 double-barreled surnamed goalies. We got Kanaya Boyce Clark. It looks okay, young English lad. And Bailey Peacock Farrell, Northern Irish, capped international player. He's going to be our goalie. Good in one-on-ones, good aerial reach, 6'4", good jumping. He will be handy at dealing with those long balls over the top, I'm hoping. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad. I assume Riyad Mahrez, maybe he's mates with Cesc Fabregas. You never know. So I think we've got a really good, strong team this season. Younger, lost some of the deadwood. Some of the lads that I'd brought in on free transfers that just weren't up to it. Like, what was his name? That striker we had, Amanga. He was dog shit. Think how many chances he missed. Clean through, missed. Unacceptable. Best rid. so many youngsters in our team. We're just all youth. We've got like 2 or 3 players over 30. I think maybe only 2 at this point, actually. This lad trains better than any player I've ever worked with. Absolutely bonkers how well he trains. So George Moncoeur has been here since the beginning. This was when... Was this when we took over? Yeah. Look at that. I mean, that was... He basically carried us out of League 2 single-handedly. Put us on his back. He's been excellent. He's been absolutely superb for us. Oh, his friend is Elliot Lee at Tranmere. Friend. Football friend. I wonder why they're friends. Did they play together at another club? Wrexham, Charlton, Luton, West Ham. Let's have a look. Oh, George, he knew him. I bet he knew him from their time at West Ham. Yeah, because he started out at West Ham as well. Never played for them. Imagine that. You're at West Ham and you never get a chance. He's finally found his home. He did alright at Colchester in League One. That was a great season for him. And then he went to Barnsley. Didn't do much there. Loaned out to Peterborough. Then stayed at Barnsley. Didn't really score many goals. Went to Luton. Did alright. Went to Hull. They barely used him. And then we got him.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Lord Chaos Longshot just resubbed for 45 months. How goes the season, boss man?
We'll see. It's about to begin. This is the last friendly before the season begins. Close season has been a busy one. Lot of in, lot of out. We've only got 2 loanees this year. Might need to sign some more. We'll see how it goes. But I'm thinking that I'd like to just stick with as few loanees as possible. Who's Joseph Williams? Joseph, I'm afraid we're giving the number 8 shirt to someone else. That's our number 9 right there. And Riyad Mahrez is going to be our number 11. Actually, he's our number 10. Does anyone know, does it make a difference? Do their players ever say, we'll give them their preferred squad number? Like, is that a thing? We missed out last season. Last season, heartbreaking. We had a really good season. It was good. Had some dips. This cost us. And then right towards the death, that cost us a lot. We just ran out of legs. Drew 2-2 with Shrewsbury in the first leg at their place. At our place, we are seconds away from the final. Literally 2 or 3 seconds away, and they scored. Daniel Udo scored in the 95th minute, and it was that was the last kick of the half. Went to extra time. The lads' legs had gone. Their spirit was gone. They were totally demoralised. It was tragic. It was tragic. Missed out on the final. It was literally 3 seconds. Just a ball over the top. We make a fucking hash of it. He's through on goal, slots it. Devastating. Crowd felt absolutely deadly silent. And then they just had the extra time was all them. They were all over us. We're all good youngsters. That's it. Like, we've barely got We have, I think, Riyad Mahrez and George are the only two players over 30. Yeah, Riyad is 34, George is 31. Everyone else is a kid. One season of Mahrez. One season. If we don't get promoted, there's no way he's re-signing. We demolished our youth team 9-1. Riyad Mahrez playing as a striker. Good heavens. Right, let's calm down, assistant manager, alright? Northampton Town is our first game of the season. I think they're a promoted team. I got fired 2 days into my first new save after my first team lost 6-0 to my youth team and I wasn't even controlling them. Really? Damn. I didn't even think that was possible. So you were hired. Let me get this straight. You were hired. It's pre-season. You have a friendly against your youth team. You lose 6-0, and the board's like, "You're fired. You're fired." Who were you managing? Must have been a big club. Like if Man U or someone lost 6-0 to their youth team, the board might be like, "What on earth is going on?" Huddersfield. How strange.
Nice jump, Alistair.
CC_XCXC just resubbed for 6 months. 6 months amused Pog.
Thank you. Nice jump, Alistair! Thank you. Jesus. We're going to have to watch this while this is playing out. This is the biggest pot on...
And a raise from button clicker. Bill makes the call with pocket nines. King K with 5-4 suited.
Sevens, nines, 9-4, and 5-4. He's not going to call with 9-4. is he? Maybe he's priced actually.
Nicholas made it
Yeah, fold that.
Exactly. Sir Nicholas. No.
$18,000 pot.
Call from button
Nines
clicker.
call, sevens call.
And Bill comes along as well. So $40,000 already in
It's
there.
a big pot. Holy shit.
Oh my.
You just flop the
Oh
nuts.
my. So a straight for Nick Airball after 3-betting pre-flop and top set for button clicker.
Oi, oi, oi.
And remember, these two
You got an
hit a
overpair,
massive hand
you've got
earlier
a
with
flopped straight,
ace-high
and
flush
you've got
against a full house, and
top.
they are
You got
going to
second
tangle
top
again.
set with a
So
draw to the.
20,000.
He folded
from
the
Nick,
nines.
and
That's
button
smart.
clicker makes the call.
Well, I ain't helping nobody.
And now Nick checks.
So if I get to 0 when it's my turn, I'm a hand's dead, Lauren.
No, I'll add on a minute.
I don't have it.
Maybe going for a check raise here.
Can I sell him some?
You look at these stacks, this could be one of the biggest pots we've ever had here on Hustler Casino Live.
The chip fiddling is infuriating. The noise just drives you insane.
45,000.
Like if you don't do it, all you can hear is everybody else doing it. But it is addictive once you start doing it. I used to when I was on the
Shove
PC,
from
I'd have a
Nick.
stack of chips and
Wow.
I'd shuffle them.
All in for effectively
All in?
$350,000.
Call.
And it's a call, and we're going to play an $870,000 pot. This is almost $1 million pot
Set versus straight.
with a set against the straight. They're going to run this river twice.
You're gonna run it twice.
Wow. Huge pair of rivers incoming.
Good luck, man.
Thank you. Gonna need it.
Twice.
How are you gonna need it? You're 72%, bud. Come on. Always good to get the
One
first
goes to
one. There
Nick.
you go. Always good to get the first one.
One time, Lauren. Hold it.
Poor Lauren.
No, I don't know. I'm chopping it. Are you bluffing me in the other hand?
I'll tell you if I lose this one.
You'll be on your way home after you lose this
I
one,
know.
right?
Wow.
On my bike to Vegas.
Nick
take
needling
half the
button clicker in this huge
I
spot.
like all of it.
Greedy.
This is the biggest pot you ever played?
Yeah. Minor care or something?
3.
Here's the second river.
Another king.
brick,
My son.
and Nick Airball wins an $870,000 pot off of button clicker, flopping a straight in a 3-bet pot against top.
Thank you, Dan.
God damn.
And it looks
Dude just lost $400,000. Doesn't look happy about it. $400,000. They do the river if it's a cash game. One of our young academy right winger, Samson Yaha, has been poached by Wigan. What? 15-year-old Samson Yahaya. We get money though. That's not very pog.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Rinshaw just resubbed for 2 months.
Now, I would like to make Jarrell Kwanzaa our captain, but I think George is too big a deal. We're just gonna have to stick with George.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Tatarid Monk just resubbed for 52 months.
So they do it twice because if it's a cash game, Like, you don't want to bust out the other guys, right? You're all part of the same community. And, you know, you might be in a pot against them next week. So it's a way of mitigating the huge swings possible in poker. I mean, you might be sitting there with $500,000 like that guy was and lose it all. And that might be you bust. Or, you know, that might mean you don't play for a few weeks. So you split the chances between you by saying, well, we'll run it twice. We'll run it 3 times. And then you divide the pot equally that much. So if I win one and you win one, we get half the pot each. Some people don't do it. Tom DeWan's like, I don't want to fucking run it twice. I just want to run it. I just do it once. Because he'd rather win the money. Which is fair. But quite often people want to run it twice. Especially if you're worried. If you're going to go home if you lose this pot. Yeah, the players decide on it. It's like you could see he said, you want to run it twice? Or he said, how many times do you want to run it? And the other guy says, how many times do you want to do it? And he'll say, what about twice? He's like, okay, that's fine. Because it's otherwise you're like, that's it, I'm going home. I have no more money. I've just lost $400,000. I'm out. So, you know, you'd rather keep them in the game, keep the game going. That's the attitude. It's just kind of a sportsmanship thing, I guess. And you don't want to bust out your fellow gamblers, you know, because you might be in that spot next time. You don't want to fucking get all your money in and go broke. You kind of just want to win pots. You know. Great work. George, I don't think you've been training very well. You are the captain. George, can you come in here for a word, please? The guy on the straight isn't sitting on anything other than his flush, though, right? The guy on the straight isn't sitting on anything other than his straight. No, so his hand can't. His hand could only improve to a straight, right? Like a flush. But I mean, it was impossible. I think there was one club on the board and he had 2. So even if the river had been a club, he's not going to make a flush. The guy with the straight is just winning. He's just like a 3-1 leader against the other guy with the set. But if the board pairs or another 7 comes down, obviously the other guy wins. So he needed quads or a full house. So he needed one of the other cards on the board to come out, and then he would have won. But obviously the odds of that, one guy's got a made hand, the other guy's got a drawing hand. I don't know if I want Mahrez out wide. I kind of want him in the middle. Yeah, I've managed teams overseas all the time. I just figure it's more fun, especially for the stream, because we know these players, we know these teams, and it's more interesting. I don't currently know
Nice
which are the
jump,
good teams
Alistair.
in, say,
Srimoti just
Spain,
resubbed
other
for
than Real Madrid
48
and
months.
Barcelona, you
Love
know?
the content and have for years. Triforce, hosting, Dota, etc. Keep it dead.
Thank you. Three minutes into the season and Muller's already doing it. What a lad. I don't even know what I'm watching. It's football. It's a game of football. It's called Football Manager. You just pick the team, pick the tactics, motivate them, give them instructions. That wasn't route one. That wasn't route one. That came from the left back, not the goalie. No, they really haven't evolved much. The graphics are pretty dog shit. Things are going well. I know you're capable of even better. Good ball. Chandler's through. There's a cross. Cleared as far as Mahrez. What can he do? Great ball. Monka! Oh, juicy. The coupon lady. I don't even know where it came from, honestly. Just sounds like the right voice for someone who's into coupons. Sips absolutely loves it. It always cracks me up. Mahrez winning a penalty, and he's going to take it himself. Yes, I saw that, Dan. That was Eli Lilly saying they're no longer going to charge for insulin. Pretty incredible. It's a hell of a ball. Wasn't it fake? Yes, yes it was, thank you, Gary. That's why Dan said someone impersonated. I think they called themselves like Eli Lilly Official or something like that. It's just crazy. Misumoko on for Aziz. Jallo on for Mahrez. Oyedele on for... No, actually, we'll put Obafemi on for Moller. That's a triple header. This stock did go down. I don't know if it was true. I don't know if this story is true that their stock price crashed, but I believe it was. Lockheed Martini, that was another funny one. It's just... people don't look as quickly as you think, you know? Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. 2.2% drop in stock value is normal ups and downs. I'm gonna strong disagree. I don't want to sell Liam Cullen. Now, this is quite a little squad in many ways. Could do with probably a striker and a left winger. Edwin Anderson at Stoke. Alex Castro at Atlanta United. Robbie Robinson. Charlotte FC, American. Robbie Robinson. Usaini Buddha, the San Jose Earthquakes. Yamil Assad, Minnesota. Callum O'Dowda, Cardiff. He's 30. They'd want money for him. Oh, he did pretty well in the championship last season. 105 grand a month. You're off your bloody rocker, son. Listed for loan only. Andy Edwards, Bristol City. Anthony Royer. Ronaldo Torraj. We got any kids? We loaned Karoma out. Who's this lad? Jay Turner Cook, we loaned him out as well. David McGahan. He's meant to be good. Breakthrough prospect. We're bumping you up to the senior squad, son. Do you think we should nickname our goalies Elephant and Castle? Where is Leighton anyway? I've been there. Oh, it's east. It's definitely east. Just above Stratford. God, jeez. What a strange part of London. Look at this. The Walthamstow wetlands. There's Walthamstow Market. Look at this. Look how open it is around here. Hackney Marshes and all that. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? I really wouldn't have thought it would be. It's very leafy up round that part. Let's have a look in Leighton. God's Own Junkyard, that place is called. So I've been to Walthamstow, and it's pretty. The Leighton Grange Estate. Let's have a look around here. Looks pretty standard London to me so far. There's dogs there. Dogs live there. These are some nice houses. This is not so pog. Again, these houses are... Look at the size of these flipping houses, man. What kind of cars are we looking at here? BMWs. Saw a Mini. That's an old Porsche, isn't it? Or is that an Alpha? I always misread the badges. That is a Porsche. Yeah, it's alright in parts, isn't it? These houses look small. What are you talking about? Howler, where are you from? Okay, then shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus Christ. Your state is bigger than my entire country. What is wrong with you? Are you that brain dead? Wow, in here looks real small. Our country's small. I'm going to break out my Texan insult book. You don't know whether to scratch your watch or wind your butt. There's one. I'm reading Texan insults to a real Texan. Acted the fool. You're as ugly as homemade soup. That's a good one. All hat and no cattle, this feller. And another one. You're as ugly as a mud fence. You're dumber than dirt. You're older than two trees. Older than two trees. Not a tree, two trees. Very specific. You'd grap if you was gonna be hung with a brand new rope. Crooked as a dog's hind leg. That's what I think of you, Howler. Bless your heart. That's just the go-to Southern. Well, bless your heart. Is that like saying, oh, bless? No. Bless him. He's not that bright, is he? That was a gift from Saz Beth, yes. Do it, and team selection, the Carabao Cup. I'm going to move Maras into the middle. We'll put Moncur out here. And we'll stick young Priest on for... Actually, I want to get a better look at Fabio Giallo. I mean, London is 8 million people, more than that probably. And whilst it is large, we don't have apartment buildings that are very big. Not often. You do have some in central London, but more often than not, people are living in 2 or 3 story houses, terraced housing, townhouses. That's just the way it is. So yeah, there's not a ridiculous amount of room. So any house that's got a front path that's like 10 foot long and a back garden is a big London house. My house is quite narrow, but tall, like most houses in London. I mean, you're comparing Texan houses with London houses. Yeah, no, grass is not a big thing in London. Where are you going to put your lawn? You go out back, people often have them, but bear in mind, if you've got a 3-story house and backing onto you is another 3-story house, the grass has to grow in quite a small area that doesn't get a huge lot of light. As you go out of London, loads more people have lawns and grass. But you go to America, I mean, geez, the house is like, you've got a street worth of land all around the blooming house. They're enormous. I don't like the AstroTurf trend. It is an issue, the lack of grass in London in people's gardens, because it does mean that when it rains, that water tends not to run into the earth the way it would. You should have a lot more soak. That's offside. But you should have a lot more ground soak, where it falls on people's lawns and goes into the earth. But AstroTurf, tiles and paving and all the rest of it means that water has to go into the drainage, and that's where you get issues. That's where we get issues. And the fatbergs, of course, the fatbergs, and the nappies and wet wipes stuffing up the sewage system. That's not Jordan Spence. It's a different Spence. Jordan Spence retired. Yes, Misimuko. I'm hoping he's going to be our Michael Essien. Now, Kinetis, if you're talking about parks and things, yes, London is fantastic for that. A ridiculous number of parks, and huge parks as well, all over London, which is wonderful. But in terms of what we have in our front gardens and back gardens, I think grass is... I don't know anyone that really has a big grass lawn in London. Can you think of anyone we know that's got a grass lawn? Has Dom got one? Uh-oh. I do not want to sell him at the start of the season. You live 200 yards outside London. How do you define that? How do you define 200 yards outside London? Do you live 200 yards from the M25? Essex people are very precious. He lives on the M25. The borough marker for Hounslow is over the road. Oh, I don't think we live too far away then from each other, Screwfix. Although fuck Hounslow, Jesus. If you ever find me living in Hounslow, things have gone badly wrong. I'm going to guess you live in... Oh, you don't live in Feltham, do you? Or Hayes? Maybe you live in Hayes? That's all Greater London, though, mate. If you're that close to Hounslow, you're a Greater London, isn't it? Anything inside the M25 is, basically. I think you'd have to go past the M25 to really consider yourself not Greater London. Then again, you wouldn't call somewhere like Walton-on-Thames or Esher Greater London, would you? Would you call Epsom Greater London, love?
No, sorry.
What about...
Depends what zone they're in, I'd say.
I mean, they're inside the M25. Hampton Court. Is that Greater London? What about... The thing is, if we're going to allow... Oh, so Kingston is Greater London, right? Edgware is Greater London. Harrow, Pinner, those kind of places in the northwest. What about Sunbury? Do you reckon Sunbury is in Greater London? I wonder if they list Sunbury-on-Thames. Let's see. Considers it's a suburban town. Historically part of the county of Middlesex, in 1965, Sunbury and other surrounding towns were initially intended to form part of the newly created county of Greater London, but were instead transferred to Surrey. So they're not in Greater London. Just, though. Just. What about Hounslow, then? The London Borough of Hounslow. It's one of the 12 metropolitan centres of Greater London. So once you get to Hounslow, the edge of Hounslow, and that line from the Hounslow Borough down to Kingston along to Sutton, Sutton is Greater London. So Hounslow, this is Richmond, Kingston, which means New Malden is in there, and Sutton, that's your cut-off point there. So basically the A316 comes along, the A308 pretty much there, marks a border, and then the A240, so Epsom, Chessington, Esher, Walton, Sunbury, Drayton, I guess, is not in there. Oh, it actually goes out as far as Uxbridge and Hayes. This is Greater London. Uxbridge is Greater London. It's practically touching the M25. Interesting. When I say interesting, obviously not that interesting, but interesting for me. Let's get Sang in for Curtis. Kwanzaa, you can come in for Johnston. I don't want Kian Best fucking filling in his dog shit. Sheffield Wednesday, is it? George Monker's tired. Let's get McGahn on. Alright. Good luck, gents. The Mapmen did a good, or Jay Foreman at least, maybe if it wasn't Mapmen, did a good thing about where does London end? Good harrying from Mizumuko. Love that. Carroll, you gave up on that, son. Great work from the young lad, to be fair. A wild boar, really? Gosh. I mean, Sevenoaks is in Kent, isn't it? It's not even a debate. It literally is Sevenoaks in Kent. Wake up, Leighton! Upminster. I don't know if that's Essex or London. Let's have a look. Upminster. It's a suburban town in East London. So. Within the London Borough of Havering. So. Can't pick and choose. The big Swede does it again. I see. Cadamartri, not Danny Cadamartri. No, Bailey Ty Cadamartri. Bailey Ty? What kind of name is that? That's a poor ball. Jallo, mate, that's unacceptable. Oh no, Curtis, you mug. Oh, he's done you there. Good save. Christ alive, boys. Well done, boys. Yeah, you know, we're still getting used to the way we play some of these young lads. Obviously, it's the nature of League One football. A lot of players in, a lot of players out, a lot of youngsters, you know. But we're improving every time. We had 3 games in 5 or 6 days there, so a couple of tired legs. But all in all, not delighted, but a point away from home against a decent team like Wednesday, you know, we're happy enough. We need the Elephant to have a really good season before we start nicknaming him.
Any loose socks can go in there, but
Is the second English tier also money and faith like the Premier League? It is for some of the teams, because they get the parachute payments, right? And if you look, let's look at the Championship this season. It's got Norwich, Burnley, Bournemouth, Southampton, West Brom, Sunderland, Bolton, QPR. Those are some big teams, you know what I mean, in terms of money. All of these clubs have got bigger grounds than us. Apart from Shrewsbury, probably got a dog shit ground. But I mean, our ground is tiny, absolutely tiny. The Under-18 Youth Alliance Cup South. Wow. I think, can you add yourself as the manager of an Under-18s team? Tony scored a double against Man City. He's a very good player. Didn't he start at Newcastle? Wow. A Tony double, 98th minute. That is quite a big result. We play Everton at 3. Arsenal are away at Wolves, who they should beat. God, Arsenal could go 5 points clear. That's mad. Do we fill the stands each game? Can't remember how you find out.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Rags01 just resubbed for 40 months. Enjoying FM23, mate?
I am. League statistics by team? Yeah, you might be right. Attendance. So our average attendance is 7,261, which is 77% of capacity. Derby have an average attendance of 24,000 people. Look at that. Wimbledon are 9K, and that's 100%. They're full. Same with Lincoln. I mean, what is there to do in Lincoln? Lincoln is absolutely surrounded by nothing. Look at this. Look at this. There's just nothing. That has to be one of the least populated parts of the country. There's just nothing. That's amazing. Love?
Yeah.
Have you ever met anyone from Lincoln?
Yeah.
Who?
Girl I used to work with from Lincoln, well, Lincolnshire anyway.
Lincolnshire's very pretty. Lincoln itself. There's nothing in Lincoln.
She was absolutely tiny. She could only buy clothes that were very short.
That's the lack of nutrition. They do have sausages, that's true. British architecture, eh? What happened? This design has been copied all over our country, and it's just the most miserable fucking dog shit design. And this, look at these over here. It just makes me so sad. When did we stop caring? Why would you build that? It's like if a child drew a house. Like, that is quite pretty. I like that, with the brick and the bay windows, the trim around the windows, the pillars. That's not bad. You could do that up right nice. These houses, if this was in like Chelsea or something, these houses would be worth a fortune. I mean, that is just so ugly. It's so functional. You'd think that we lived in some bloody Soviet state. It's just sad. I don't know when we gave up. Is Lincoln just all farmland around it in Lincolnshire? Because you'd be hard pressed to find anywhere else in the country that had that much green around it. It's just farm, is it? I wonder if they talk about going into Lincoln as going into the big city. Going into city? Oh, be careful. Big city, you swallow you up. Oh, Muller? Yes! Keeper, what are you doing? Yes, Rags. Free transfer. He's 34. Oh, the keeper's made a boo-boo. Lincolnshire's not in the Midlands, is it? Dog shit. Really? But it's level with Sheffield, practically. Like, it's barely a... It's pretty much on a parallel with Chester and Liverpool. East Midlands, how about that? Is vigor gone? Vigor. I'm afraid I don't know who you mean, sir. Oh. Oh, vigoreux. Yeah, he left. He was over the hill. Muller is such a fucking beefy burger of a Swede. He's a big meatball of a lad. Use it! Use it! Mug. That's not good, Curtis, my lad. You've got to come for that. You've got to come for that. Oh. I fucking hate Oxford. Well, that's a dodgy one. Go on, Jallo, get there, son. Good ball. Use it well, Jallo. Oh. Monka! Struth. What is that? Thrash arms. That was dog shit. Cullen left. We had to. They wanted to go. I mean, we needed the money. You know, they had to go. We need someone that can actually score from the wing. We need a left winger who can actually score. Can't be these lads that are just. Who's this lad at Celtic? James Balagizi. Scored 4 goals for the Posh. He's a possible. Heriberto Gerardo. Played in the Premier League last season. He could be very quick. Jimmy J. Morgan, Southampton. Kind of. Mahrez isn't an enforcer. He's a creative player. I mean, we've got a lot of new players this season, so it will take a while for them to build those partnerships and stuff like that. Let's try this, lad. $150,000 a month. Are you out of your mind? Tony Watt at Dundee, 31. Jesus Castellano at the New York Red Bulls. Anas Zaroury, Burnley. Asked how much is he on? 450k. Full national language, requested leave, asking prices well below. He's not bad. He's not bad. We'll offer you 150k and 50% of whatever we sell him for. Oh. No work permit. How do I find out about his work permit? Like, how do you find out about their work permits? Information? So, I couldn't sign him from another club in the UK? What? What about Manuel Benson head Lazio? Where are Troyes? Troyes are in Ligue 1. They're a Ligue 1 club is in for this lad. Let's try and get him. Every new contract you need a work permit? That's a shame. Find me a winger, damn it. Find me a winger! Barnsley want to sign Cullen. I really don't want to sell him because he's kind of important for us. He scored 8 goals for us last season. It was kind of important. Can you fuck off, please? So in previous version of FM, I guess it was FM 21, maybe it was 20, Brexit hadn't yet been completed, and because they didn't know what Brexit would look like, you know, how dogshit it was going to be, they basically said there are like 4 or 5 different Brexits that you will get, and it's random which one you get. The best one you could get was that there will be no new requirement regarding work permits or anything for any footballers that we would previously have not had a work permit for. So the EU rules will continue even though we're not in the EU. That is the best version of Brexit you could get. The worst one is the one we wound up with, where you need a fucking pain in the arse permit for pretty much every single fucking player, which sucks.
What? Okay. I'm on to my second basket.
Oxford are like our bogey team. Hopefully Colchester aren't too. Offside, I'm pretty sure. How? He came smashing into me and fell over my leg, ref. Which team was it where that player... It was a South American team. It was an international game. He snuck a little piece of metal or a sharp object in his glove and then cut himself so he could make out that he'd been wounded by something from the stands. You're right, look. I'm playing Football Manager. Yeah, but it comes out every year and you have to buy the new one or the other kids in school make fun of you. It was the Chilean goalkeeper, wasn't it? Trying to get Brazil in trouble. What was Bloodgate in rugby? It's a rugby union scandal involving Harlequins. Yikes. Harlequins wing Tom Williams feigned an injury using a fake blood capsule in order for Harlequins to make another substitution late in the game. The incident resulted in bans for Williams, Director of Rugby Dean Richards, and physiotherapist Steph Brennan, as well as a fine for the club. It has been described as rugby's biggest scandal. That's my local club. That was a fine Leighton Orient move. Sticking the ball on Appiah's head. A fine move. Well done, guys. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. Why can't you play like that every week? 7 minutes into the second half of their 2008-9 Heineken Cup quarter-final against Leinster, Harlequins fly half Nick Evans suffered a thigh injury and was replaced by Chris Malone. However, Malone tore his hamstring 20 minutes later and was replaced by winger Tom Williams, leaving fullback Mike Brown as the best available kicking option. With 8 minutes to play and the score 6-5 to Leinster, Brown had the chance to give Harlequins the lead from a penalty, but he pushed his kick wide. Williams himself then came off with an apparent blood injury, allowing Evans to return to the field despite having been substituted earlier. However, his late drop goal attempt went wide and Leinster went on to win the game. Well, justice was done. An investigation revealed the blood injuries had been faked to enable tactical substitutions on 4 previous occasions.
We just couldn't see off the
jump,
injury.
Alistair. Shady91 just resubbed for 16 months. All of the attack lads. He's got FM 2023. We're not legally allowed to bully him anymore.
And compromises were being made with the Harlequins formation. Chris Malone comes off. Evans has been strapped up. He's been on the exercise bike. Malone's gone off.
In the mouth. Tom Williams
To come back on.
Who punched Tom Williams in the mouth? Tom Williams. Oh, well, he's taking one there.
You just told me she doesn't want to go.
No, come on.
So do you want to go instead?
No.
Because at least we can have some fun that way.
No, I'm not. Gene, what did we say? I said to her, she said to me, she's just being lazy. She's just being lazy. I said to her, if she said to you that she didn't want to don't understand. Superstition every time. Yes, I am, Big Cha-Cha.
Now Nigel Owens is going to come across and have a word here. Man coming off.
Substitute card was marked as substitution, he can come on. If it's marked as replacement, he can't. That is fine. He's quite entitled to come on as blood.
Yes, he can come on with Williams going off for blood.
Very clear definition there of the rules from Nigel Owens. And Evans is back on. We thought his afternoon had come to an end.
It was a very, very tight finish in the heat of the moment. Some excitable words being exchanged down there on the benches when Nick Evans came back on. Did you feel Harlequins were playing by the book?
Well, look, it's not for me to say. I didn't see any blood, but, you know, we'll have a look at it and we'll see what the story is. But the officials made a decision at the time, and once that happens, there's not much.
Did you agree with that decision, Michael?
Well, not that I could see. He sort of, the back fell down, but like at the end of the day, that's what they call. They can only call what's in front of them. So they called it. We had our say about trying to object against it, and that wasn't the case. It went on and the game went on.
Oh, experience is sometimes overrated in all kinds of sport, Dean. Was it important today, though, from a Leinster point of view?
Experience. Listen, as I said, we missed 8 points, didn't we, from kicks and a drop goal each. If we'd have kicked our kicks, we probably would have.
Interesting. Look at the Don Stadium. God, it would be nice to have a big ground, eh? I feel like the compact nature of Leyton Orient's ground, by which I mean you could probably build one out of spare Lego parts that you find in your loft, means that that might hold us back. Also, my dreadful management might hold us back. Although we did win League 2 and then make the playoffs in back-to-back seasons, it's just crushing to be knocked out in the first round of the playoffs both times. Oh, he just can't stop scoring. Good ball from Chandler. I remember now why I didn't sign any more left and right wingers. It's because I got those two on loan and they're like ridiculous. They're both worth like 20-30 mil a piece. One from Arsenal, one from Liverpool, I think. So I just thought these lads will do it. Oh! I mean, any new stadium is going to seem soulless, right? Because the old ones had character. Fulham's old ground had character. But it was also dog shit. Fulham's new ground is really, really nice. Bournemouth's old ground was dog shit, and the new one is also dog shit. As I understand it, Old Trafford is in a parlous state. I really don't want to have to play Kean Best. It's how we'll make up for having Kean Best on. We'll put a defensive midfielder on to screen him. Medinga! Oh! Yes, we needed that. Great goal, lads. Tucker's misjudged that. I mean, as I understand it, Old Trafford is literally like falling apart in places. Big save. Curtis is a bit of a liability, isn't he? I think we might need to sign another defender before the window's slammed shut. Right, ref. Yeah, you know, it's always good to come somewhere like this. Obviously, they're in third, so they were flying, and we've come here and we've taken all 3 points. I think we played well. Clean sheet, nice to get a clean sheet. It's something that we've been working on is our defending. So a good day at the office for us, and yeah, very happy, very happy. It is one of those things where, you know, you want to come to a place like MK Dons if you're serious about going up, and I think we should be serious about going up. You got to come here and get a result, places like this. So yeah, very happy with the result. Good goals. Good to see the young lads getting in amongst the goals. You know, Muller continues to score. He's just a top talent. We're lucky to have him. I'm very happy. Just another day at the office. How can I see? 2 days left. Israel Benitez, a Salvadorian lad from the San Jose Earthquakes. Brody Spencer. Not very good. Lewis Payne at Southampton. Listed for loan. They're going to want money for him, that's the problem. Pretty mediocre. Ashraf Hakimi, currently at PSG, with a transfer value of 290 million. William Michelbrensis, That's a heck of a name. Unavailable for loan. This lad has requested a transfer. Taylor Gardner Hickman at West Brom. Would you loan him? What about a left back? Can we get a left back somewhere? Zach Ashworth. West Brom. Stoyan Pergolov. He is currently on loan from Birmingham. How long is he out for? A week. Jesper Jakobsen. Jeremy Herrera. He can play anywhere up the left. Did well in League One last year. Can't play him at left back. He can't fucking tackle. Nico Hammerleinen. Finnish. Not very good. Jalen Lindsay. American. Oh. This lad looks pretty good. Scout says excellent signing. He's not interested in signing for you. He would be interested in a loan move. All right. We can push these through, that would be good. It is a lot of money, but we want to get out of this division. We're going to have to spend a little bit of bunts to do it. Ooh, we're 1-0 up against Everton. Pog. We need a win. We need a win. Pretty badly. Clockwatch. Tavernier. Sri Lanka shoots. Pickford parries. Tavernier scores. Trouble for Frank Lampard. Is he still there? Fuck. Oh my god. Liverpool are 2-1 up now against Southampton. Spurs have gone 2-0 down in each of their last 4 Premier League matches. Good god. And they're 1-0 down against Leeds. Bielsa might be the new Bournemouth boss. Did you see that? Is there a way to cut off your team's access to ketchup in this version of the game? Can you explain that question? I don't understand. What does that mean? Cut off your team's access to ketchup. It's not a reference I'm familiar with. I apologize if it's something I should know. We're up 2-0 now. Is it a Bielsa thing? Did he say no ketchup? Or was that Wenger or someone? Conte banned ketchup at Spurs. Okay, day one, rule one, no ketchup. No ketchup. I am sick to death of seeing the players squirting a ketchup on their food. No ketchup. Conte's rules on no ketchup. Oh shit, our young left back, Ben Carroll, got player of the month. Come on, let's push these signings through, please. Here, can they put it? No, my love. You cannot put the ketchup on a pasta. My love. That's a really funny TikTok account. If we adjust the budget, we can sign him. It would be holy shit. It's $500,000 to loan this guy? That's like all our money. I don't think we can do that, guys. If I spend £500,000 on a loan signing for a right back. He's just expected to provide competition? He's not even expecting to start? Really? We'll take him off your hands. 425 grand a month! How about this? We'll pay 60% of his wages with optional future fee of 5 million quid. It's a big note from me. I'm sorry. What about Jalen Lindsay? He looks dog shit, but needs must. Can't afford that. Can't afford that. That's more like it. I love fusilli. I love penne. I love that one pasta. Matey might know the name of it. It's called something like... It's like home style, is what the name basically means. And it's like, imagine if I took a piece of pasta. No, not gnocchi. Not strozzapreti neither. It's like a length of pasta. And imagine if I just twisted it a little bit. And it was kind of ruggedy. I'll see if I can find it. So here's a list of pasta shapes. Hold on. This is from the Pasta Shapes Dictionary. I don't know how accurate this is. Okay. Spaghetti, obviously. I do like spaghetti, but I prefer linguine. It's like this, gemelli, where it's like twisted like that. I do like that one. Tagliatelle as well. I do like tagliatelle. Fettuccine. I do love fettuccine. Shells, who needs them? You know what I mean? I don't need shells. Rigatoni's good. Farfalla's good. What is the difference between pappardelle and linguine? Because they look very similar. Is the pappardelle is even thicker, right? It's even bigger. These might be American names. I don't know. Width and thickness. I do like it. I do like it. I like it. Farfalle, I like that. Penne tricolore, it seems like an unnecessary thing, but I do like it. It's just attractive. Either way, can we get a round of applause, please, for pasta? How fucking useful is pasta? It's so good. It's so good. If you get some really nice pasta and you cook it up in some nice salty water, you could just have oil, parmesan, some chili flakes on there. Mwah! I like it if you get a nice pasta with just butter, a good quality butter. That's enough just for a little lunch snack or something like that. Just a little bit of pasta. Just fills you up. Just fills you up. It's like pure comfort. It's just pure comfort. You could take rice. Alright, I love rice. Don't get me wrong, rice is good. But there's no way that rice is as good as a pasta. Come on. You can pair rice with a pasta. You can have a pasta with barely anything on it. It's still good. But you have a rice, plain rice. Who wants that? It's about the sauce, what you have with the rice. But with the pasta is good on its own. It's so good. Just a little oil, a little butter, a little pepper, salt, parmesan is enough. And you got a meal. With the plain rice is no. Also, you eat the pasta, you're full. You eat the rice, 20 minutes later, you need more rice. It's no good. It's no good. I'm trying to make the case as an Italian might. Because I love Italy and I love Italian food. And we've got a lot of Italians that watch this channel. And I just want to give them a shout out. A shout out. Shout out. Alright, why I'm watching Saturday Premier League Clock Watch. Why is there an update? It's still goalless at Parkhead between Celtic and Ross County. No offence, Scotland, but I don't give a shit. I don't care. Well, when you say bread, Lalama 16, there's your problem right there. Bread. Which bread? Which kind of bread? One of those dog shit loaves your wife or girlfriend or mother and sister are buying because it's healthy, where it's just dog shit brown bread with all fucking, it's had fucking copy decks stuck on the outside. It's been rolled in seeds to be healthy. It's awful. You try toasting that shit, the seeds will just burn. It just tastes like arse. There's a lot to be said for a good loaf of white bread. Okay? Comfort food, again. But you talk to me, you get a really good sourdough. Oh. So good. So good. A really good baguette. Like the proper flute, nice and fresh. Crack it. Oh. But so much bread is dog shit. It's too much bread is dog shit. There's too many people just chucking dog shit bread out there. Like I'm a seagull. Do we give a shit about the Papa John's Trophy this year? I don't think we do. Sending in the kids. Like I'm just saying, a really good loaf of bread, like a really good loaf of bread, is phenomenal. And you can just have it with some butter or just dip it in some oil or something, or even just fucking eat it, and it's just so good. And it makes the sandwich, you know what I mean? Like a farmhouse, like those batch loaves, where the crust is just right, nice, thin, crispy crust, and then the bread inside is that fluffy, welcoming, beautiful, pillowy white. So soft and delicious. It's phenomenal. But then you just get some bread. It was just like bread. There's your fucking bread. It's like a slap in the face with a piece of barely cooked dough. So yeah, I'm playing in this Digby op. What time it starts? I'm going to be a door gunner in tonight's NAM op. And Smithy, I think, is the pilot. Alright, let's talk about the other king of foods. We've covered pasta and we've covered bread. What we haven't covered, gentlemen, is cheese. And cheese must be considered as one of, if not the greatest culinary inventions of all time. Potatoes, yes, but if you're just talking tubers and vegetables, yeah, I love potatoes. But you have to do stuff with potatoes, right? And which is fine. I love a spud. Don't get me wrong. Foundation of Western cooking is the potato, I would suggest. Flour, potatoes, pretty much. But when I'm talking about something that's crafted, it's beautiful, that's cheese. You guys just can't score. Tanga sends it back in. Western with an absolutely bizarre pass. Team talk. Get the crowd going. It's penalty shootout against the mighty Woking. Comped is great. Underrated cheese, that. Right there. Oh, it's a save. That's the first penalty we've saved in a fucking shootout, I think. Oh, he's buried it. He's buried it. That's the applause. Teddington Cheese to get my cheese. I haven't been to Teddington Cheese Shop. I haven't. I will do it. My favourite personal cheese, Cornish Yard. Not least because the name is awesome. Oh, he's tucked it in. So, True Fires, again, the problem is egg is a raw ingredient, right? We're listing raw ingredients. Eggs are fantastic. Potatoes are fantastic. I'm a big fan of peas. Love peas. Good peas. Oh, so good. Good, really fresh peas. Phenomenal. But the thing is, no one's handcrafted that pea or that egg. It's all about how fresh it is and how good the chickens are, right? Not for the peas, obviously they just grow. What I'm talking about is the craftsmanship behind good cheese, good bread, good pasta. Vestal virgins get your peas. That's very impressive. Can the fans do the same, says the commentary. Not one person sat behind the goal. Not one. Here we go. Minter with the chance to send us to heaven. What about pizza? I think I'm going to start on pizza. Too many people in this country will settle for dog shit pizza. Way too many people. He practically passed it back to the keeper. I've had this conversation about pizza before. There's very few acceptable pizzas. Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Are we out of this miserable competition? Sadly not. Like, if you eat Domino's or Papa John's or one of those dog shit pizza places that aren't even run by Italians, just some lads put together a pizza shop, the base is like 10 times thicker than it needs to be. It's covered in incredibly sweet ketchupy sauce, and they'll fucking stick everything on there, right? Like, just fucking everything. Have you guys seen the video of that Brazilian pizza? This is the king of bad pizzas. Let me find it. This is incredible. Puts a massive hole in it. Puts a massive hole in it. I don't know what colour that sauce is. Oh, what is he? I think that's cheese. I think that's cheese with sweet corn in it? Or is it just cheese? What is this? What is that? Oh, bleh. And look at the oven. How do you think he gets the oven going? Look at the state of that oven. He chucks in some bits of cardboard and shit. I think my favorite part is the same thing that he's shoveling your pizza out with, he's also using to, like, poke bits of coal and old bits of burnt wood and paper around. It just adds to the flavor. How hot can it be in there? Just cleaning the oven. Just get a good look at that. It's an abomination. It's an absolute fucking abomination. But they're in business. They sell pizzas. Hi, is that Pizza Mestre? I want one of your specials. The one where you put like a millimeter of watered down tomato sauce, I think it might be ketchup, and then you put like an inch of that terrible plastic cheddar cheese on. Yeah, and then that disgusting fucking icing bag full of elephant cum. Really fucking put a ton of that on there, and then just smash some sweet corn on the top. Yeah, and just cook it in the oven with all the plastic and the bits of cardboard. And can you make sure you use the pizza, the flipper, to clean the oven with as well? Can you just fucking get it all in the ash and the coal and all the fucking shit, and then just put it on the ground? Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. How much? £50? Oh, half price tonight, is it? What a bargain. How many people will that feed? None? Who could eat that? Who could eat that? Yeah, I can't watch any more of it, but yes, he does all kinds of revolting things to it. It's so bad. It's so bad. Your pizza oven needs to be so fucking hot that the pizza barely spends time in there. Like, it really doesn't take long to cook a pizza properly. Because for one, I mean, my favorite part is the way he spins the dough in the air, like, with a flourish, and then catches it, massive hole in the dough. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, he just throws the olives on like he hates them. The game quite likes Ben Carroll. I think it's important to keep him on the side because he's young and might get better. Our front four is good. Our front four is good. The confidence of the man. It's incredible. It's like if a cab driver had no idea where they were going and hit every parked car and just turned around to you and went, "So, what kind of tip are you going to give me?" It's like, wow, you are so confident, my dude. It's something. So, Mars was on a free transfer, and I just offered him star player and signing, and he was like, sure. It was pretty impressive. He is 34. Nearly 35, I think, so They'd already loaned him out the previous season, so I don't think he was in the running. Cameron Congreve with a goal. We're playing like shit at the moment, boys. He's only on like 5.5. It's a lot of money for us. I mean, we had Cesc Fabregas last season, Cesc Fabregas, or the season before. Oh, yes! They're all bowing down to him. From the halfway line. Oh. Alfie Malik Whiteman? You know what, lads? I think you might be right. That might be our guy. Oh, unlucky. What a ball. Oh. It's Alfie Whiteman, formerly of Spurs. Alfie Malik Whiteman. That's him. Great ball to Chandler. He's in! He scored! Couldn't get Delap yet. I think we had Delap. Did we have him in League One or did we have him in the Championship when we were there with Bolton? He was insane. We had him in the Premier League, I want to say. Where'd he go? It was somewhere in Italy. It was like Venezia or Reggiano or something. A dub. Barnsley are languishing. How quickly can we squander our lead? How quickly can we squander our lead? Andy Carroll, he might have retired. Oh, he's not in the game. How many? Let's have a look at the strange case of Andy Carroll. What a fascinating footballer. He is at Reading, or he was. He is 33, so I guess he's retired. Oh, he's not there in this. Apparently maybe he started at West Brom. I realise this is incredibly boring, but this is my favourite part of Football Manager, in all honesty, is figuring out what happened. Huh. Just doesn't appear to exist in the game. He started at Newcastle. He was there for 5 seasons, made 80 appearances, scoring 31 goals. Then he went on loan to Preston. Oh, he went on loan to Preston at some point. Then he went to Liverpool, scored 6 goals in 44 appearances. Then they loaned him to West Ham. Then West Ham bought him. He was at West Ham for 7 seasons? 6 seasons. I don't think it's possible to be that injury prone. I think he's just a lazy cunt. 102 appearances in 6 seasons. That's dreadful. Yeah, I guess he's just retired. Born in Gateshead, Tyne and Wear, Carroll attended Brighton Avenue Primary School. He is a model for clothing retail company H&M and has fronted a campaign led by fashion designer Alexander Wang. In November 2014, Carroll became engaged to reality TV star Billy Mucklow. Billy Mucklow. With a name like Billy Mucklow. Very fake looking, I'd suggest. Anyway. They live in Essex. He has 2 children from a previous relationship. They've got 2 kids. In November 2016, he was approached by 2 men on motorcycles while driving near his home in Essex. Armed with a handgun, they attempted to steal his £22,000 watch but failed. Carroll was then chased in his car for about 20 minutes as he drove back to West Ham's training ground in Rush Green to get help from security staff. In September 2017, 22-year-old Jack O'Brien was found guilty of this attempted robbery and spent 6 years in prison for the offence. In May 2019, Andy Carroll was listed as the 14th wealthiest sportsperson aged 30 or under in the Sunday Times Rich list, his personal wealth having increased to £19 million. It's remarkable. Wilshere took over from Arteta in my game, and his worst manager stat is fitness. How is Frank Lampard still in charge at Everton? When did he join? This has to be his... Is this his second season or his third season? He was appointed manager on 31st of January 2022. So he's only started this year after the dismissal of Rafa Benitez. Christ, where are we playing? Coventry Stadium is amazing. Stick it on the big man's head. Oh, yeah. God. We've got a couple of big fucking lads. Appiah and Muller are fucking huge. 7:30 Quivers. Must be offside. Must be offside. What a player he is. What a touch and finish. Great ball. Mahrez looks up, spots the run, curls one over, one touch, two touch, dink, finish, away we go. Yeah, this time I'm the door gunner on a chopper in Nam. And my job is to clear the LZ while we evacuate the wounded. Smithy's the pilot, I think. Oh. We start in Division 2. Get some! Get some! Get some! You ever shoot women? Or children? Sometimes. How can you shoot women and children? Easy. You just don't lead them so much. Mahrez! What a goal. Kay's cooking. Kay's meatballs. Let's look at Kay's cooking's meatballs after this game. One of my all-time favorites. Does she know? Do you think she knows? Spaghetti hot dogs. Rice pudding. A vegan meal. A fry-up. The Queen's Chocolate Perfection Pie. plain scones, small donuts, sausage and bean bake, chicken parmo, oh dear, potato meal. That's all it's called. Potato meal. Do you know what? As much as Kay's cooking is awful, alright? Absolutely grant you that. She is at least cooking. Do you know what I mean? I watched one of those Jamie Oliver documentaries where he went around and shamed poor people about how bad their cooking was. And it was in this council house. She had this amazing kitchen. Like, brand new oven. Like, a nice oven. And, like, all the things that you needed. And all they ate was kebabs. And they had a little kid. She was like 3 or 4. Maybe 5. Kebabs. Every night for dinner, kebabs. Kebab and chips. And they ate on the floor. Just out with the paper on the floor. It was really, really sad. And he was like, alright, I'm going to teach you some really easy things that you can cook that will mean that you're not just eating dog shit night after night. And I felt so awful to see the food that they were eating. It was just fucking super duper depressing. So at least Kay's trying to cook. You know what I mean? At least she's trying to cook. You think she's a bit litigious? Other yogs stopped watching her vids on stream? Oh really? Kay's cooking? You can't watch it on stream? Alright, fucking hell. I'm not having you, so-called yogscast, making fun of my cooking on your stream. Them meatballs was top draw. Us loved them. Alright, fucking hell. Just having a laugh. Her son, is it? Or whatever. Go dig your bloody holes. Well, things are proceeding well. I've got steak for dinner. Because it's just me. I thought, fuck it, I'll have myself a steak. Just me having a steak. What am I going to have with it? What do you reckon? It's a big old steak. I don't need much. Might have some mash. A little bit of mash on the side. Steak and mash. I might even just have steak and some peas. Because it's a slab of fucking meat. I can't be asked to make a dauphinoise for one. Rice? Rice? A second steak. Grilled tomato. I haven't got any tomatoes in the house, unfortunately. I'm not leaving again. I went to Lidl earlier. I was looking for Hasselback potatoes. Love a Hasselback potato. Cooking with flax steak tutorial. You need a tutorial on how to cook steak? Ashwin, we did buy curly fries in Lidl. So I could have a few curly fries on the side. Rule 1 of cooking a steak. Take it out the oven. Take it out the fridge a good half an hour before you're going to cook it and let it get to room temperature. It does matter. Second of all, I've got my copper pan that we got in France. It's a proper copper. Get that nice and hot. Really nice and hot. And then it's like, don't touch it. Don't be fucking wiggling it around. You get it in there and you press it down hard. I want to hear it crying. I want to hear steam shooting out. And I want to hear that squealing of the meat touching the red hot copper. And then you turn him over. Same deal. Whack it off onto a warm plate. Let it sit there for about 5 minutes. And job done. Recommendations. Let me see. I really love bologna. It's like bologna, they call it in the States. I do like that. They do that there. they do bottles of something called Cremant. C-R-E-M-E-N-T. Yeah, mortadella. Cremant. C-R-E-M-E-N-T. It's like Luxembourgish Prosecco, basically, was the one that we were drinking. Fantastic. Cheaper than Champers. Very good. Cremant, I love. You can get that in little, dead cheap. Huge bottle, dead cheap. Fuck off! Not Portsmouth. Their pork chops are decent. The little pork chops are decent. Yes, Boyce Clark. You can get a big pack of pork chops. Oh, you lot are vegetarians though, aren't you? Or your parents are vegetarian, isn't that right? Monker, that's dog. I wouldn't say I'm a fan one way or the other of vegetarian food. If it's good, it's just good food, isn't it? You know what I mean? If it's good, it's good. Their chips are alright in Lidl. If you like Polish stuff, you can always get in the once it's gone aisle. You can always get some nice jars of sauce. But I never know what to do or what the Polish sauces are really going to taste like. They're very red, so I think they've got fucking stuff with paprika, which is fine. But I don't, without knowing what's in it, it's like, geez, what is this going to be like? Is this going to be unbelievably bitter? Is it all pickled? And who knows what? Muller will show the lads how it's done. Bravo! Could have a, yeah, you could have all sorts in there. Their version of French fries is called something like crispy fries, and I mean the French fries as in the crisps. I'm a big fan. Get them. Their version of Oreos, Neos, according to the reviewers that I work with, my children, top drawer, love Neos. Their fruit and veg is always decent. Their meat always seems decent. It's cheap but decent, you know what I mean? Whoa. Nikolai is a permanent signing. Not for long though, I suspect he'll be off. Just absolute quality. What are you doing, young man? Yes, Sang. Carries it. Gives it Obafemi. Obafemi's clean through. Gives it Muller. No mistake. This lad does not miss. Oh, we're not far in. We're like 8 games in, I think. Look at that finish. obviously one of the key differences for us compared to wait a second. One of the key differences for us compared to a lot of the other clubs in the league, of course, is we've got Muller, and I mean, he's just an absolute phenomenal talent. He's a top lad. He's really got his head screwed on. He's a hard worker. Quite a few other clubs are after him, but we've been able to hold on to him so far. And I mean, the fans love him. His teammates love him. He's absolutely tremendous. He scored a bunch of goals for us. Last season he got 25. This season he's already got 11 goals in all competitions. Last season it was 31 in all competitions. So he's already over a third of the way to last season's total. If he can stay fit and we can keep him at the club, he's a massive asset. He's a tremendous player. And yeah, it's just wonderful to have someone like him at the club. It's like you've got a nuclear weapon and your enemies are just using sticks and stones. So you just nuke them, and then you can collect the sticks and stones, build a funeral pyre, and burn the bodies so there's no evidence. That's what he's like. Did you get any blowback for that tirade against the ref the other day? Half expected you up in front of the FA for that. Well, you know, they can try. Spurs 2, Leeds 2. Forest are up against Palace. Yuri Tielemans is replaced by Wilfred Ndidi, and that's a worry for Belgium. How long until the World Cup starts? It's not long, is it? I think it's going to start in a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. England-Iran on the 21st. All right. We've got Liverpool away in the Carabao Cup. Wow, we're at Anfield. See how long we last. Priest is injured. 2 seconds in. It's a great ball for Jallo. Morris can't get there. Thiago picks it up. Interception missed. Oh, Oh, this is a goal then. Oh, someone's cooking. I wouldn't call that white, it's more cream. Or even beige. Ref! Good stuff so far, lads. We've held Liverpool to 0-0. Do you have to do replays in the Carabao Cup, or does it just go to extra time and penalties? Or does it just go straight to penalties? Fucking fannied about with it, and now we're going to pay. Oh. God, Henderson must be fucking old by now. Whoa! 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 Shit. Well, that sucks. Here it comes, the scripted goal. That's elaborately dog shit. That's unlucky, boys. That's unlucky. Genuinely unlucky. Ooh. Nice bit of bunts, though. #600th Premier League appearance for James Milner. Oh, and Bournemouth 3-0. A free kick slung into the Everton box. Jadon Anthony is totally, completely, utterly unmarked. In goes the header and out pumps the steam from Jordan Pickford's lugs. Everton are in trouble. Frank Lampard is in trouble. Music to mine ears. Where's Eric Dale? He was fired this morning. Fuck me. Can anyone get a hold of him? He turned his phone off. Fuck me. Fuck me. What time is it? 3:05. Fuck me. In fact, I'd like to speak to the young man who put all this together. Is he here? Stand up, tell us in a nice, clear voice what it is that you think is going on here. And give me some rope here. Speak to me as you would to a small child or a golden retriever. It wasn't brains that got me here, I can assure you of that. Let's get that. There's a couple of really good scenes in that movie. Why did I tell you when you started here? There are 3 ways to win. Be first, be smarter, or cheat. Now, I don't cheat. And while I'd like to think we have some pretty smart people in this building, it sure as hell is a lot easier. It sure is a hell of a lot easier to just be first. Sell it all. Today. Can we even do that, Sam? Yes, but at what cost? Well, I'll have to pay. Really? I think so. So what you're saying is, the music is about to stop. We're going to be left holding the biggest bag of odious excrement ever assembled in the history of capitalism. That's not quite how I would put it. If the music were to stop, as you put it, then this projection would be considerably worse. This just represents the music slowing down, so to speak. No, spoil away. It's fine to know the scores. I was going to play as Forest Green Rovers, but look at the state of that green. I couldn't stand looking at that. What's happened there? Oh. Do the Spurs fans have a song for Son? Carry on, my young min Son. We'll be sad when you are gone. Something like that. Fucking hell.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Thank you.
Crazy Aki just resubbed for 17 months.
Oh my god. Well, Crazy Arch, you've ruined this. Right, that was dog shit. Leeds take the lead for the third time this afternoon. Can they hold on to it? No. West Ham 0, Leicester 2. God, the Guardian website sure is slow to update with the goals. 4-3 Spurs. God, what a thriller. Liverpool are now 3-1 up against Southampton. Have been for some time, apparently. I'm sure the BBC used to do live commentary on the games, live text commentary on the games. Two in 2 minutes for Bentancur. Kulusevski with the elegant assist, drawing the keeper and teeing up his teammate. Leeds, who won 4-3 last weekend, are nothing if not entertaining. That was us losing 4-3 to Spurs last weekend, wasn't it? That was us. This week we're winning 3-0. Very pog. Ooh, Bellingham. Rumours swirl as Liverpool watch on with checkbook ready. Oh. Oh my God. Where would I have watched it, Bob? Because I don't have Sky or anything like that. Was it on telly? I honestly, I'll be 100% honest with you. I never watch dodgy streams because I never know where to get them. I don't know like a good place to get them. So I just watch the results and then I watch the highlights on YouTube. I have no other option. I'm not paying. I refuse to pay. You have a lad on loan and he's unreal. Alright, let's see. We can find the highlights. Birmingham Sunderland. Man United Loney Diallo scores screamer.
It's Hannibal. Sanderson's header and Deeney's header! And Hogan on the follow-up. Well, Deeney cursing his luck.
Deeney's at Birmingham?
If he tries to be too cute, stick it in that top corner.
Here's Holt! Deeney!
Richard Jallow. Some neat football in a very tight
Jesus.
space. And they've certainly done that, and an opportunity taken superbly by Ellis Sims.
Look at this lad!
Someone's got to make a challenge, it's too easy. He ends up getting through 3 players, and then the finish is brilliant from Sims.
Sims, what a lad! Oh, this is some Football Manager shit.
He has a chance, but he's denied this time by Anthony Patterson. And he put his head in his hands.
Dog shit
His
finish.
reaction told the story more eloquently than any words could. Richard Clark and Sims are up there with him, but he doesn't need them. It is a glorious goal.
That is up there for one of the goals of the season because it's right
Whoa.
off the instep.
That's beautiful. Is he English? Tell me he's English.
All right, didn't get it right. Jukovic did.
I think he expects that to be dealt with by his defenders. It wasn't, and we have got a game on our hands.
Robin, yeah, that was a sort of Robin-ish goal, wasn't it?
To Longello, they're queuing up in there. Jukovic. Now Sanderson.
Christ! Oh, good save.
Well, George Hall was in
God, he's
there,
fucking leathered that, hasn't he?
with a defender. Chong.
Get up!
He goes down, he's appealing.
There's a little tug back here. There's an arm.
They're holding hands.
He's got a really
Oh,
good
get
view of
up,
that.
son. Disgraceful. Quality goal. Quality goal. My cider delivery will be here shortly. Leeds have had a lad sent off, 87th minute. Tyler Adams. I'm looking forward to playing in the World Cup in Qatar. And I'm hoping I can represent my country, my nation, and my proud home state of Missouri, Worry. And I just want to do the best I can in the uniform and kick the ball better than those goddamned Iranian bastards we're going to be playing against. That's the American men's team. Pre-match discussion. Sky Bet League 1, we're up against Salford, who are in 22nd, and we are in 2nd. Can we please fucking win? I'd like to get 3 goal scorers at the World Cup and bring it home for the folks back home. My mom and dad, and if Jesus Christ is with me, and the Lord, our Lord and Savior in heaven, can guide our hand, we will defeat the evil Iranians in the World Cup in Qatar. Before, I mean, I'm guessing we'll invade it if we lose. And I'll be the first in line to serve. I will proudly serve in the invasion of Qatar. Or Iran, whichever comes first. God, please bless this team with your bountiful gifts of ball and foot and head. And may our goalies' gloves be sticky and effective. Mother! Oh. Too real. I would love to meet some real good old boys from the Deep South who are really into football and know their shit. I just want to know why Mahrez ain't playing for Man City. I know he's 31 and they got better options, but he's a heck of a player. He can cut in from the flank, score some beautiful goals, danger from set pieces. Why aren't they playing him? I like Phil Foden as much as the next Man City fan, believe you me. But all I'm saying is, Riyad Mahrez is right goddamn there, and this son of a bitch, Jack Grealish, he ain't cutting it. Pull your goddamn socks up. Pardon my language. What in the tarnation are they doing over there in Tottenham Hotspurs? I like Conte. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a heck of a coach. But what are they doing? You giving up 3 goals against Leeds? Come on, man. It ain't good enough. They spent $1 billion on that goddamn stadium. Now they're letting in 3 goals against Leeds. Alex Ferguson was right all them years ago when he said, lads, it's just Spurs. They got to do better. They got to do better. Or the darts. American commentator at the darts. 180. That's just good darts. He's thrown them real good. Hit that little bit with the 20 above it. Real impressive. Real impressive. I love to see it. I don't play darts myself, but I'm happy to recognize that these boys is good. I'll be back. Hey! Who scored the second? Moncur. Was it close? Were there some hairy moments? So what happened is, went down, you all heard the doorbell, that's why I went down. But the first delivery, it's my youngest's birthday next weekend, right? So she's having presents off her little wish list delivered. So I was expecting cider, and instead there's some lad there with some massive fucking parcel. I don't know what it is. The fake... No, so that was the first delivery. I closed the door, I put the parcel away, it instantly goes again. And that's the cider delivery. So they had arrived at the exact same time. But I guess Amazon Fresh and Amazon regular delivery, different sets of drivers and all that. Alright, so we're doing alright. There's some big clubs down here to mess with. Blackpool, Wigan, Reading, Oxford are a pain in the arse. City are a pain in the arse. Apparently Fleetwood are jolly good. It's tough. It's tough. Money's looking good. God damn. Where'd our money go? Tax? VAT? On fucking what? What are we paying VAT on? National insurance? No, well, if the vans are refrigerated, my cider is not cold. So the reason it says Cambridge United is because I originally started as Cambridge United, but then I thought nah, and I switched to Leighton instead. Can't remember why. Might be because Cambridge are in League One. Either way, I thought let's go Leighton. You know, let's go Leighton. Right. I'll be back at 7:30 with the NAM stream. So I hope you can join me then. I'm gonna make myself some dinner and stuff because I'm starting slightly earlier than I would normally. And then maybe after the NAM thing, if that wraps up, I think it normally finishes about 9:30. I might do some more of this or some dotes if there's people around. So we'll keep streaming until pretty late. I'll see you lot then. Cheers for watching. Take it easy. Peace out.